Y'all have been wonderful. We are so impressed with this festival, and we hate to go. We really do. And yeah,
they're so wonderful. And look at how we're going to repay them.
yes, by doing a trucker jam number. Somebody want to hear this again. I can't imagine why. But thanks again to everybody involved in MBOTMA, all the wonderful volunteers, and we'll be begging throughout the winter to come back. I expect a phone call once. Oh, Jam Camp was wonderful. Here you go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Me and Earl hauled chickens on a flatbed out of Wiggins. Spelled out an uphill side of 37 miles of hell called Wolf Creek Pass, which is up on the Great Divide. We were sitting there sucking toothpicks, drinking knee-highs and onion soup mix, and I said, Earl, let's mail a card to Mother and send them chickens on down the other side. Yeah, let's give them a ride. Wolf Creek Pass, way up on the Great Divide, trucking on down the other side. Earl put down his bottle, mashed his foot down on the throttle, let a couple of boobs of 1,000 cubes, and 1948 Peterbilt screamed to life. We woke up the chickens. We wore it up off of that shoulder, spraying pine cones, rocks, and boulders, and put 400 head and them Rhode Island Reds and a couple of burned out Brewsters on the line. Look out below, cause here we go. Wolf Creek Pass, way up on the Great Divide, trucking on down the other side. Well, we commenced to trucking. Them hens commenced to clucking. Then Earl took out a match, scratched his pants, lit up the unused half of $1 cigar, took a puff, said, "My, ain't this pretty up here?" I said, "Earl, this hill could spill us. You better slow down. You're gonna kill us. Just make one mistake and it's the pearly gates for them 85 crates of USDA-approved cluckers. You want to hit second?" Wolf Creek Pass, way up on the Great Divide, trucking on down the other side. Earl grabbed onto the shifter and stepped her into fifth gear, and then the chromium-plated, fully illuminated, genuine accessory shift knob come right off in his hand. Say, "Do you want to screw that thing back on, Earl?" He was trying to thread it on there when the fire fell off of his cigar. It dropped on down, sort of rolled around, lit the cuff of Earl's pants, burned a hole in his sock, and sort of set him right on fire. He looked on out of the window and started to count phone poles going by at the rate of 4 to the 7th hour. I put 2 and 2 together, added 12, carried 5, come up with 22,000 telephone poles an hour. at Earl and his eyes were wide. His lip was curled and his leg was fried. His hand was froze to the wheel like a tongue to a sled in the middle of a blizzard. I said, Earl, I'm not the type to complain, but the time has come for me to explain that if you don't apply some brake real soon, they could have to pick us up with a stick and a spoon. Earl reared back, cocked his leg, stepped down as hard as he could on the brake. The pedal went clear to the floor. Stayed right there on the floor. He said it was sort of like stepping on a plum. Well, from there on out, it just wasn't real pretty. It was Hairpin County and Switchback City. One of them looked like a can full of worms. Another one looked like malaria germs. And right in the middle of the whole damn show was a real nice tunnel now, wouldn't you know? The sign said clearance to the 12-foot line, but the chickens were stacked to 13.9. Well, we took off that top row of chickens off Slicker the Scum off Louisiana Swamp. We shot that tunnel at 110 like gas through a funnel, legs through a hen. Went down and around and down. We run out of ground at the edge of town. Bashed into the side of the feed store. Downtown Pagosa Springs. Wolf Creek Best way upon the Great Divide, struggling on down the other side.